As the U.S. general elections heads into its final stretch, candidates worry that a growing sense of apathy among one of America's most powerful voting blocs, the millennials, that's generally people born between the early 1980s and early 2000s, may result in a dismal showing at the polls. At Hofstra University, 11 kilometers east of New York City, on the site of the first U.S. presidential debate, students explained their concerns to VOA's Ramon.
What's being written here in Clinton versus Trump?
Speak to any student in any classroom at Hofstra University, and they will explain the importance of this year's election.
Because I see this as perhaps what could be the most stark choice in modern American history.
So I think that we will see a lot of them going to the polls because they're so polar that you kind of have to pick one or the other.
Across the Long Island, New York campus, the site of the first debate between the country's two major party candidates, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, the looming U.S. election hasn't generated so much political buzz since 2012, the last time the university hosted a presidential debate in a close contest.
Yet that passion among many students here at Hofstra doesn't tell the whole story of millennial voters across campuses nationwide. Collectively, they represent a powerful voting bloc, but none of that really matters if they don't show up on Election Day.
It's a credible fear among the candidates, particularly Hillary Clinton, who has seen her lead shrink to single digits in recent months among voters aged 18 to 34, and an increasing number who say they will either vote for a third-party candidate or stay home altogether.
Honestly, people are going to the polls because they don't want a certain candidate to get it. That's just, there's no enthusiasm. It's, I'm doing this so he doesn't or she doesn't get it.
It's an issue that political science professors have grappled with over the course of the general election. Dr. Rosanna Parati says many students feel they haven't been listened to by either major party.
They're more interested in the economy and what's going to happen for them and the health of the economy. They would like to see something done with the environment. They're tired of arguing whether or not global warming is man-made. It's just not beside the point for them. It's their world and they're going to inherit it.
We're the future generation and future taxpayers. And so if we're not taken care of, then future generations might fail economically and probably socially too.
With just 6 weeks to go, some undecided voters say their choice at this late stage is who to settle for.
I am still undecided, which is tough because it is my first election and I was really hoping there was going to be a candidate that I'm super for, but there isn't.
I kind of want to gamble to see what Trump would do, but the other part of me says I want to go with something certain. But I don't even know if that's certainty at this point either.
During all three debates and down the final campaign stretch, those still waiting to make a decision will be looking not only for answers to the issues that affect them, but also the candidates' rhetoric and how they present themselves on the national stage. Ramon Taylor, VOA News, Hofstra University, Hempstead, New York.